Hey everyone, this is Kristen Jaden, Special Programs Coordinator at New York State Public High School Athletic Association. Thanks to all of you who've returned to Captain's Club today, and for those of you who are new, welcome. Captain's Club is just a small way for New York State Public High School Athletic Association to reach out to student athletes across New York State to explore the different roles, responsibilities, and expectations of what it takes to be a team leader. I'm really excited about today because we have a special leadership message from Amani Toomer, former wide receiver for the New York Giants. Amani grew up in Berkeley, California, and played football for the University of Michigan. He had an outstanding career with the Giants from '96 to '08, and during his 13 years in the NFL, he set numerous team records. In fact, he's the Giants' all-time receiving leader with 9,497 yards. He had 668 receptions and 54 receiving touchdowns, and was a member of the Giants Super Bowl 42 team. During that Super Bowl win over the New England Patriots, he led the team in receptions with 6 catches for 84 yards. After his NFL career, Amani went on to be very successful in sports broadcasting with SiriusXM and NBC Sports Radio. A disciplined athlete, Amani ran his first marathon in New York City in 2010 with a time of 4 hours and 13 minutes. He actually set a new record for the NFL players for the New York City Marathon and raised $20,000 for charity. Pretty impressive. During his free time, Amani is an advocate for children's health and works for the American Dairy Association to promote healthy eating and physical activity through the NFL and Dairy Association's Fuel Up to Play 60 program. At a recent Fuel Up to Play 60 event in New York City, we asked Amani what it means to be a team leader. But before we get to that, I want to talk to you a little bit about what Amani is going to be discussing. Now, Amani is going to talk about the importance of nutrition for high school student athletes. Personally, I wish I had someone like Amani informing me of this stuff in high school. I remember back before every basketball game, I absolutely had to have a large Wendy's French fry and a pack of Skittles. For me, it wasn't only superstitious, but I also thought the carbs and the sugar would help me get through a game. Real smart, right? The worst part is I would take my younger teammates with me to Wendy's, so we were all eating that way. Looking back as a captain, I obviously didn't make the best choice and wasn't really setting a great example for the younger athletes on my team when it came to being physically prepared for our games. Amani is also going to talk about the importance of practice. Little things like showing up on time and giving 100% can make the difference between a good leader and a great leader, a good team and a great team. As a leader, doing little things shows you respect yourself, your team, and your coach. And one of the more important things Amani addresses is not only being physically fit, but mentally fit as well. As leaders, you're juggling so many different things, so it's important to maintain focus and a positive attitude. Now with that, here's Amani discussing what it means to be a team leader. Now, since this is a recording from a few weeks ago, we met up with him a few weeks ago, it may be a little bit hard to hear, so listen carefully. And if you need to, I'll send you the original recording so you guys can listen to it after this as well.
Hi, this is Amani Toomer, former wide receiver for the New York Giants. It's really a great honor for me to be asked to share some thoughts and advice with an elite group of student athletes who have earned leadership roles in their respective sports. Throughout my football and professional career as a broadcaster, I've had opportunities to be a leader and work with leaders. To be a leader, especially in the field of sports, you must earn the respect of your fellow teammates and serve as a role model for them. I believe it comes down to 2 things: physical and mental abilities. You may have noticed that the role nutrition plays in sports performance has become big news. Recently, the NCAA passed legislation to provide more funding for food and snacks for college athletes. As a result, universities across the country have opened fueling stations for athletes to provide them with healthy and nutritious foods and beverages throughout the day to give them energy to help them recover. In the world of professional sports, teams have hired full-time dietitians to tell players what and when to eat. At the high school level, you will see that groups like the New York State Public High School Athletic Association are providing more resources for coaches and athletes about nutrition on their websites through links to nutritious advice and healthy recipes. Whether you're playing for the NFL or for the Fort Ann soccer team, there are nutritional best practices that should be part of your daily routine. Don't skip breakfast. If you don't have time to eat at home, participate in your school's breakfast program. Choose nutritious foods like fruit, yogurt, and whole grains to jumpstart your school day. Don't skip meals. You should provide your body with a consistent source of fuel throughout the day. Don't forget to refuel your body after workouts. Eating carbs and protein after workouts helps to refuel, replenish, and rebuild your muscles. Bottom line is that the food you eat is what provides fuel for your body. Nutrition is so important in the NFL that coaches have been fining players for every pound they are overweight. Believe me, it's happened to me. Now, the other piece of achieving top physical conditioning is consistent workout routines. All players, especially team leaders, must adhere to practice and workout schedules. That not only means showing up on time every time, that means showing up and giving it 100% every time. The NFL players are fined for showing up late, and let me tell you, those players are not looked upon as team leaders. Obviously, practice and workouts lead to better performance, but as a team leader, showing up on time and fully participating demonstrates your work ethic and sets an example for the rest of the team. Team leaders need to set an example by fueling your body with nutritious foods, getting adequate rest, sleep at least 8 hours, showing up for practice on time every time, and giving 100%. The best team leaders are not only physically fit, they are mentally fit. They demonstrate characteristics that inspire teams and motivate them to be their best. Focus on goals. Team leaders, along with coaches, need to focus on goals. That means giving a realistic strategy for success and being able to clearly communicate the strategies to the players. During my 13 years in the NFL, the best team leaders shared a few common characteristics. They had a positive attitude and a high moral and persistent drive. Remember, it takes both physical and mental power to be successful on the field. You earn the respect of your team by being positive and fair. Once you have done this, you will have the ability to motivate and inspire your teams to greatness. I want to thank you for allowing me to offer you some advice today, and I wish you and your teams much success on the field and in the classroom.
Now, Amani had some great advice today, and I hope you guys take that into consideration when you go to practice and live your days to eat healthy, be mentally and physically fit, and everything he mentioned will help you become the best leader you can be. I hope you were just as inspired as I was, and a special thank you to Amani Toomer and the American Dairy Association. Just a reminder to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at NYSPHSAA. Also, you can follow me directly at Kristen Jaden for special updates on special programs. And hopefully you come back and join us for the next Captain's Club on Tuesday, April 12th at 3 p.m. My hope is to have one of you out there listening today join me as a panelist to discuss your leadership style. If you're interested, let your athletic director know and we can set something up. And until next time, remember, leadership matters, being a captain matters, and you matter. Have a great rest of your day.